Let me get into the question for today's topic, okay? So, ladies, we'll start here since we started the last one. If you had a rich and famous son at approximately 45 years old, what age would you want his woman to be to maximize his happiness? One more time. If you had a rich and famous son at 45 years old, what age would you want his woman to be to maximize his happiness? Start here and then work our way around. You can give me a range. We'll go three-year spread. So, for example, if you want to say, I don't even want to say it. I want them to be natural about it. But 3-year spread. Go ahead.
Sorry, I'm gonna clarify that. When I'm 45 or when he's 45?
When he's 45.
Oh,
if you had a rich and famous son at 45 years old, what age would you want his woman to be to maximize his happiness?
I mean, if he's still not with somebody at 45, probably like 30 to 35.
Okay.
I would say age doesn't matter that much, but preferably maybe around his same age, just to like.
I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Oh, sorry. Preferably around like his same age, just to like, so they could relate to each other more. I guess it depends who.
45 years old.
I guess, but I would say a range between like 30 and 60. I don't know. Like,
what? That's a big range.
I said a 3-year spread, not 30.
Oh, sorry.
God damn.
I would say just like
he's
it depends
45.
on the person, but yeah, I would say between like 42 and 47, something like that.
Okay, so he can do older too.
Yeah, whatever, just around the same age.
What about you?
Definitely younger.
Okay, what was the age range
10
be?
years younger.
Okay, so what are you going to say then? What's the range? Give me the numbers.
So he's 40, so...
He's 45.
45.
All right, ladies, I'm going to repeat it one more time for you guys. Holy. If you had a rich and famous son...
Wrong panel.
...that was 45 years old, what age would you want his woman to be to maximize his happiness? Go ahead.
35 or 20s. Like 29.
29 too?
30.
Okay.
Okay, so you got a way smaller range. 29 and 30. Okay. What about you?
Do I have to say an age? Because I don't think I have a say in whatever my son at 45 should be.
If you wanted your advice.
Yes.
My advice?
Yes.
If you remember, like this is a hypothetical.
Rich son.
Like you have a son that's rich and famous. He's 45 years old. What age would you want his woman to be to maximize his happiness?
Let's say it's J Balvin.
From maybe like 35 to like 45.
Okay.
Or older. Yeah, I think even older too.
Okay, 35 to what then?
To like 50, let's say.
Damn. Okay. All right. I said 3 years, but that's fine. You want to go 15. What about you?
Fucking life alert, man.
I'd say like 32 to 35.
Okay. 32 to 35. All right. What about you?
25 to 30.
25 to 30. Okay. Now, why did you pick that age? We'll start here and then work our way back around. Why that age or that age range that you selected specifically?
Sorry, but like if I was a 40-year-old man, I don't want to fuck like a lady my age.
Okay.
You know, and like she's obviously could bear more children, have less complications.
Okay.
Just makes sense.
Okay. Okay. What about you?
Because I think that a woman at that age is a little bit more probably on the same, I don't know, they probably relate a little bit better, and she's a little bit more matured, has experienced a little life, and she's still probably able to give birth still. Her eggs are still good.
32 to 35? Eggs are still good?
I would say so, unless she got that, you know what I'm talking
You want
about?
to give the medical analysis on that? Actually, you know what? No, we'll go after because I don't want to negatively.
You don't want to influence.
Yeah. What about you? You gave 35 to 50. Why'd you choose that range?
I feel like that's a good age. I mean, if he's 45 and he's looking for a wife, I mean, he would want
The question was to maximize his happiness.
Oh, maximize his happiness.
That's it was very clear.
I think he would have like more things in common with the girl, and I don't think that
more things in common. Like what specifically do you think they'd align with in interests?
I mean, like just in general, like she'll just be more knowledgeable and just more like a woman. I wouldn't want him to be with like a little girl.
So more of a headache.
Like or like a
knowledgeable about what things you think in particular that would interest him at 45 years old.
I mean, being a woman, like just like things in general, like I don't know.
I thought I was a woman.
I just feel like that age would be better for him. I don't think I would want him to be with anyone younger than that. Okay. And then older, I said older because who cares? Like if he wants to be with someone older, like that's his choice. That's why I made my range so big.
Okay. What about you?
I don't know. It was where I'm from. Like, I think women that are like younger, I go for
Yeah, you said
older.
29 to 30.
Yeah, so like we keep them on their like feet and toes, and like when they get older, we're still there to help them. And like,
You
Like
think
what
a
she's-
younger woman keeps the man on his toes?
in
Or
a
the
way,
other way around? With the-
both.
Okay, so you
It-
think
it,
both
like-
parties keep each other sharp?
Yeah.
Okay. What about you?
Um,
You gave 45 to 42.
yeah, I know, 40, something like that. Yeah. So I think if it's about like having kids, then I would change that, obviously. But if it's just like about being happy, like about knowing the other person, I guess I would say that age because they could relate to each other more.
Relate in what way specifically? You gave the same thing as her.
Oh,
so
yeah,
relate
yeah.
how so?
Just like, they grew up around the same time. They probably are the more intellectually the same rather than a younger or older woman. But then again, I don't think it matters that much.
Okay.
Yeah.
So it doesn't matter that much, but that's precisely why you cited this shit.
Kind of, but also you can find that with older and younger people too, I guess. Yeah. It depends. It really depends on the situation, I think.
All right. These are very interesting answers. What about you?
This is the wrong
You
panel.
gave
bro.
30 to 35 years old. Why did you give that age range
This is the wrong
specifically?
panel.
I mean, if he's rich and famous, then he could like provide for her, but like she's not like a little like 20-year-old that just wants his money. So I think he could like be the provider, which would probably make him feel good. And then also she could still bear children. Whether it's optimal or not, she can still have children.
So let me ask you this. Do you think a woman's standards go up as she ages or go down financially?
As she ages, probably up because there's more things to pay and having to
So
take
by
care of.
your own argument, wouldn't it make sense to date a younger girl? Because you're saying she would want him only for his money, but you're saying an older woman wants more money.
I mean, you said he's rich and famous.
Yeah.
He has a lot of money.
Yeah, but like you literally cited though that like he would get with the younger woman and she wanted him for his money, but the
Because-
older woman actually wants more money.
That's fair because I think my point was more like the older woman is probably more in the headset that like she also wants like a relationship and probably like a future with this person, while the young one might just want him for his money.
Interesting. Okay.
My point.
Do you think someone had something? Someone said,
Yeah,
was trying to say?
what
Oh, someone said my point. I don't know.
Oh,
Yeah,
that
I
was
heard
me.
that too.
Yes, sir.
Oh.
That was her.
No, I was like that was my point.
Okay, that's your point. Okay. Sorry, I had these guys talking to me in my ear too. All right, so
Over to Rumble?
we're gonna switch on over to Rumble, guys. Come on over to Rumble, rumble.com/fresh&fit. Come on over right now because I got something
Tell
I got to
them
show you
the
guys on Twitter as well, which I don't know if it's gonna be safe for YouTube. So fucking just come on over to Rumble, rumble.com/fresh&fit.
And the chat as well.
And this is very interesting. Oh yeah, and we want to show the real chat too. Come on over to Rumble, guys. Rumble.com/fresh&fit. Let me know we're good. We're good. Okay, cool. So
Awesome.
we're on Rumble now. All right. So pull up my tweet real fast. And yo, these answers are super fucking telling. What?
His tweet on X.
That I had on X. Don't worry, Chris. I gave it to you on Miami Takeover.
Yes, you did. Oh,
Yeah.
Tobey Maguire.
cool.
No?
Okay, scroll down. Click. Don't even worry about what I tweeted. Click that. So Tobey Maguire, as you guys know, what's this dude's name? Ruben? Something Ruben?
Michael
Fucking
Rubin.
Ruben.
Michael Rubin. Yeah.
All white party.
Yeah, he has an all-white party every year, right? He's a billionaire, and he invites all these celebs, etc., and they were all there. This was, I think he throws it in New York or some shit like that.
The Hamptons.
This one was in
The
Hamptons.
Hamptons, okay.
It's every 4th of July.
Okay, have you been to one of these before?
No.
Okay.
Ada Ross went.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I believe him. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, he has these parties every year, right? And Tobey Maguire was there with this girl. Obviously, she's significantly younger than him. And the tweet goes, Tobey Maguire at, I can't see the full caption, guys. Go to the caption.
Just exit out the.
Tobey Maguire and Lily cheat at Michael Rubin's party in New York City. And obviously, this got a bunch of what the fuck is going on because Tobey Maguire is significantly older than her. I forget what his age is. Scroll down. It's probably going to be in the comments.
But he's Spider-Man, though. Give him a break.
Spider-Man.
Yeah, let's see here. Spider-Man released the year before she was born. Like, see, there's
Look at
just
the
saying
top
all this
comment.
shit.
Look at the top comment.
Yeah, he's 49. Yeah, the top comment, you can scroll up. It's literally Spider-Man released a year before she was born. This is crazy. And of course, it's a woman that says that, right?
Right. Always.
No, without fail.
Always.
Now, I want you to go to the video I had posted, right? This is Tobey Maguire, right? He's damn near 50 years old, and he's with a girl that's, significantly younger than him. And it gets a bunch of backlash on the internet, as expected. And then this other one, right, is Leonardo DiCaprio refusing to date women over 25. And this comes from, shout out to his YouTube channel here, The 33 Secrets. I like this guy a lot. Shout out to him. We'll bring him on the pod for
We
you
need him
guys
on
one
the show,
day. Yeah,
actually.
we'll bring him on one day.
We need him on. He's cool.
We'll play this. So he's gonna
gee.
react to this video, but we're gonna skip his reactions because I just want this TikTok to play here on the side. No, play from the beginning, and then like when he talks, just like fast forward a little bit. No offense, Matt Cross, we love you, but
Matt's
we
cool.
don't want your
Leonardo
poison girl stick.
DiCaprio has a new 19-year-old girlfriend. Leonardo DiCaprio is 48 years old. That is a 29-year age gap.
Oh yeah.
Like, can you imagine this conversation between these two? Like, I have to know what a 19-year-old is talking about to a 48-year-old. Like, Leonardo, at this point, it's getting creepy. It's getting weird.
All right, pause.
You know what?
Okay, so I want to get the ladies' thoughts on this. What are your thoughts on it, general? And we can go ahead and respond to that. We'll start. Who started last time? Started last time, right? So we'll start here.
No, I started.
Oh, so my bad. Then we'll start here.
Okay.
What are your thoughts on this? So McGuire, obviously, damn near 50 with a 19-year-old, and then Leonardo, which we know he's been dating women only about 25. And he got a new
Shout
19-year-old girlfriend. So what's your thoughts on this in general? Agree, disagree, disgusting, as this woman said on TikTok. What's your thoughts?
I think they're rich and famous, so they can obviously get women much younger, and that's what they want. It's fine.
Let's say he was not famous.
Again, I think it's if the woman is okay with it, then who are we to judge how old or young they want to date?
Okay.
No, but what's your thoughts on it, though? Like your personal opinion. I want you to judge. What are your personal thoughts on it?
Would you do it?
I personally wouldn't because I'm attracted to people more or less my age, maybe like 5 years older, but that's just me personally.
How old are you again?
27.
Damn.
So you want a guy that's what the oldest that you would deal with?
Not more than like 37.
So you're telling me if you met a guy that was charming, charismatic, good-looking, taller than you significantly, maybe had an IFBB Pro card back in the day, but he was 45, you wouldn't give him a chance?
I mean, I guess, yeah, I would give him a chance.
Okay.
All right, man.
What about you? What are your thoughts on this overall? You agree, disagree, disgusting, not disgusting? What are your thoughts?
I do think that a lot of the time when you see a much younger woman with an older man, it is because of their money. Not 100% of the time, obviously. Everything is situation dependent. But, I mean, if they're both happy, then do what
Okay,
you want,
ladies, I want
guess.
you guys to give me your actual real opinions on this. I understand that you're females and it's difficult to formulate an opinion where you might go ahead and ruffle some feathers, but I want you to go ahead and put your big girl pants on and tell us what you actually think on it. Do you agree with it? Do you disagree? And I want you to cite specifically why you agree or disagree. Go ahead. Take a stance.
Imagine it's you.
Don't give me some bullshit answer that you've been giving like, well, you can do what you want in your life. No, that's not what it is. What is your actual take on this? Go ahead.
If it were me, no, I would not. Just, if it were me, then no. But I don't
Okay,
disagree
you
with
wouldn't
other
date a man
people.
that's significantly older than you.
If I was 19, I would not date a 45-year-old, no.
Okay. Well, you're 30 now. Would you date a man that was 50?
Maybe. You know, it depends, but
Would that not be the same thing technically?
I think it's different as you get older. The age gap gets, like, it's less, what's the word? Like, it's less...
Pronounced?
Yes, thank you. It's, yeah.
Okay. So you think it's not the age gap that's the problem. You think it's the age at which the woman is.
Yeah, I guess, because 19 is very young, but...
Interesting. Okay.
Yeah.
What about you?
Sorry, she's 19 and he's 49.
49.
Okay.
Yeah, Leo. Yeah, I think, Leo's 40. Yeah.
49.
Same
and
thing with
she's-
Toby, pretty much. Same thing.
Yeah.
Toby McGuire.
Same thing.
45 to 50.
I personally, I honestly don't know.
Okay, if it was you,
Yeah,
what would you do?
I would.
Let's start
I
there.
think.
You would date a guy. Okay.
I would
Thank
date a
you.
guy.
Go
Yeah,
ahead, pound it.
Okay. Would you?
I would.
So, okay, I guess by you saying you would, you agree with it then, I guess.
Yeah,
'cause
I
you would
think
do it
there's
yourself.
no harm in that. Like where I'm from, there's girls that are getting married when you're 15 and
That's a
16.
fact.
Like,
Those are
Okay.
you know,
facts.
that's how it was back then. So like for us, it'd be like judging it.
Alhamdulillah.
I'm like, there's nothing to judge. Like look at your grandparents back then. Like they got married when they were younger at 15, 16.
Well, 18 plus at least. Okay, go
No,
ahead.
Well,
no.
Middle East is different, bro.
Yeah.
All right, what about
Yeah.
you? What's your thoughts on this?
I mean, I think 19 is really young,
Okay.
but I honestly think that she's there for the fame and the money, and he's there because
She has a runway
she's-
model, so she makes her own.
Got him.
Runways models don't make as much as Leo has, And
Oh,
she
well,
doesn't have
of
to
course.
spend.
None of
She
us do.
doesn't
How many
have
course
to.
we're
She
talking
doesn't have to spend her own money. So,
Of course, but she's doing well financially.
Yeah.
She's not
well,
struggling.
she's doing even better now because she's not spending her money. She's spending his, and he is getting a good fuck, I guess, and he's enjoying the time
I'm
with
sure
her.
he's
So,
gotten a lot
okay,
of
now,
those.
do you agree with it or do you disagree with it?
Agree with them dating?
Yeah, like, do you think it's disgusting? Do you think it's appropriate?
I mean, no.
What's your thoughts on it?
I think it's in this day and age, everything goes. I can care less. I don't think it's disgusting.
Would you do it?
Me, if I was 19 and a 49-year-old would come,
Like him?
like Leo,
Yeah.
yeah. I mean, if Leo,
exactly.
Yeah.
No, she said like Leo.
Right.
Yeah.
It's got to be Leo.
Okay. What about you?
I mean, you're saying not to just be nonchalant about it, but I can't even it's just somebody else's life. As long as it's two consenting adults, then I don't give a shit what anybody else is doing.
If it was you, would you?
I've dated when I was 26 years old. I dated a 42-year-old guy. I've also dated younger guys. I've dated a younger girl before. Like I've when I was 30, I dated a girl that was 18. Like I have dated all different ages. I don't.
So for you,
As long as somebody's a consenting adult, it just it doesn't matter to me.
Okay. What about you?
Yeah, I really don't care.
She means
I
it
don't
too.
care about anything.
Yeah, it's not about caring, ladies. So this is the part where you actually give an opinion or a take.
Okay, I do
Okay.
care so much about this topic, and I would be with Leo.
Okay.
Okay, so you
Like,
agree.
yes, I would. Yes.
Okay.
I think.
So, it's really interesting because, I mean, special guest, you take it first because I don't want to go on my little rant here.
Sure.
Go ahead, brother. What's your take on this? We obviously have kind of a discrepancy with what they think their son would want versus what went down and then what they would actually agree to.
Well, the challenge is you ask them to put themselves in the shoes of someone else, like empathize. That's not their strong suit nowadays. They're very narcissistic. Like our mothers, our grandmothers, excellent listeners. We're very concerned about loving on us and caring for us. These women, very much so me monsters. So you ask them to think about others, especially think about a man. Can't do it. That's number one. Number two, the comical thing is that all of their foolish responses are like, well, what would a 19-year-old talk about with a 40-year-old? Well, that's funny because all of you, when asked a question, you all seem like at a loss for words, like as though you can't express yourself very well at your advanced ages. And here's the other crazy thing. Like, for example, I'm in the software business. Whether I date a woman who's 19 or 80, there's really not much we're going to discuss in terms of what did I do today at work.
You know what? I got one last follow-up question so we can get their gauge. When do you think a woman's at her peak? Give me an age range.
Probably like 20 to 25.
Okay.
Maybe. I mean, maybe
Keep it
younger,
real.
but I
What do you
don't
really
okay.
think? What do you really think?
17 to 23.
Oh, shit. What's wrong with you, bro?
She keeping it
Weirdo.
real.
Okay.
I'm just being
All right, what about
honest.
it's fine. We're gonna rumble. What do you think a woman is at her peak? In your opinion?
Hormonally speaking and everything.
When do you think she's just the most attractive?
27.
27. all right.
27 is scientifically what they've said is the peak age.
They.
Okay.
Who's
they?
you?
That's
Yeah, what about
before
you?
you start to lose
25 to 30.
HGH.
Okay.
I'm sorry?
25 to 30.
25 to 30 is peak. Okay.
22. No, I was gonna say 40. 22,
That's a big range.
26.
Okay.
22 to 26?
That's better.
Yeah.
All right, what about you? What do you think is peak range?
I guess like
Niggas.
between 8.
Very dark. Very,
Between
very
like
dark.
18 and 30 maybe.
Okay.
Can you give us a smaller range, please?
Okay, maybe
A bit more.
between like 20 and 28.
She's very inclusive.
That is a lot.
All right, do
Very
you want to just say
inclusive.
24 to 28, maybe?
Sure,
We'll go on the latter edge of
sure.
it because
Okay.
I see that you're trying to be inclusive here, and it's like we'll just go on the higher end. What about you?
Like 23 to 27.
Crazy.
Interesting. Okay, now we got the
So
base of
what's
knowledge.
the
My
truth?
bad.
Listen.
Go ahead.
When you said that Leo said he only does under 25, I was like, the man's figured out life. And I know he picked that age range, not through guessing, but because he's rich, he's famous, he's good looking, he's influential, he's well respected. He is a dream man for many women. He didn't pick the age range of under 25 by accident. He's ran through a lot of slurs and he figured out, you know what? By the time you get 25 or older and you're still single and you're attractive, that means nobody wanted you. You're like that dented canned good. You're that dented canned good in the grocery store that they put on the discount rack that still doesn't get purchased. And he's right about that. You see, as I stated earlier, most women want a long-term relationship. Facts. So if the driving force of the woman is to lock down a man in a long-term relationship, if she's both good looking and over the age of 25, it would indicate that though she was pursuing this, no man would give it to her. No man would say, you know what, you're the one, I want to stay with you. You're worth me spending the rest of my life with you. And here's the thing, if she's a good looking woman and she's single, you should be even more scared. And I know from experience that the more attractive they are when you find them at age 25 plus, the more mental issues they have. And I'm speaking not casually when you're like, oh, you're crazy. I'm speaking clinically. They have clinical issues and even clinical immaturity in some cases. Now, when he says 24 or younger, this is not only prime in terms of your enjoyment with the woman, it's also prime in terms of her biology. But consider this as a man, especially if you're a wealthy and successful man. You know what the worst answer I just absolutely hate hearing to this question? You know, I'm like, hey, have you ever been to Dubai?
Mm-mm.
Have you been to Dubai?
No.
Have you been to Dubai? You?
Mm-mm.
You been to Dubai? You been to Dubai? That's exciting to me. I've been 9 times, 13 times. We go, we fly out there, I show you some stuff, and you're amazed at everything. I've been there 9, 13 times. It's not exciting to me anymore. What's more exciting is me as a man leading you to a new experience and watching your face light up when you see something magical that you've never seen before and probably wouldn't have a chance to see. That's exciting to me. So I get that new experience through you. You return a form of youth and newness to me. Now, women don't understand that men like this kind of thing. Every man likes to be a teacher and leader. The worst thing is when I say, oh, have you been to Dubai? And she's like, yeah, I've been to Dubai like 3 times.
She belongs to the street.
As soon as she says that, I'm like, oh, this is a human porta potty. Why do I think that?
Oh, shit.
Because Dubai is extraordinarily expensive.
Ew.
And I'm pretty well off. And when I get there, after like last time I was there for 2 weeks, I started looking, I was like, God, like I might need to get up out of here. Like everything is very expensive for a person who's well off. So I look at you and you're a 24-year-old girl and you told me you've been to Dubai a couple times.
With who?
Who's your sponsor?
With who?
And what did you do to get this privilege?
do.
So then when women say like, oh yeah, what are we going to talk about? Men don't need you for deep conversations. I mean, after all, we asked you guys to name 3 countries and people scratching their goddamn head. But here's the amazing thing. We don't actually need you to know 3 countries. We will accept you if you know 2 countries, because what we want from you is for you to be a source of calmness, to make sure that we're cared for. Like, for example, I had some business challenges when I got here back to the States. I've been traveling in Europe for a couple months, and it was so challenging. I called up my assistant. I said, hey, I'm going to fly you out today. I just need you to come here because I'm having a lot of challenges, and I just want to double down on work. So what did I need her to do? Make sure all of my meals are there. You know, make sure that she's encouraging, help me think through things, tell me everything's going to go as I want it to go. That's what we look for from a woman. We don't want to have intellectual conversations with you guys. Like, for example, have you ever been to Georgia?
What, Georgia? Like,
Have you ever been
The
to
country
Georgia?
or the state?
Have you been to Georgia? You have been to Georgia? How was Tbilisi?
I passed through Georgia.
Yeah,
I stayed
exactly.
there.
You're thinking Atlanta, Georgia.
Yeah,
you're thinking the
talking
state.
about the real
I'm talking
Georgia
about the
from-
country. Exactly. That's the whole point.
Man,
And I
that's
don't
not
need I don't need her to know that Georgia's a country, because that never really comes into play in our real interaction. When a man's dealing with a woman, we're dealing with romance. We're dealing with intercourse. We're dealing with childbearing. We're dealing with you being caring, considerate, and a good listener. So it's a lie when women are like, oh, well, what are we going to talk about? Nothing. Hey, let's fly to Monaco. Oh, aren't those pretty buildings? Yeah, those are pretty buildings. Let's go to a nice restaurant. She's like, oh, this restaurant is so fancy. Great. Good food. Fantastic. Let's make love. Let's go to sleep. Wake up. I go to work. You go shopping. Do what you do. Tell your friends. Take pictures. Send them to your mom. Then you come back to me. Rub my back. Make love to me. Do it all over again. Fly to a new country. We're not having deep intellectual conversation. Like, know what your role actually is and the real value you offer to a man. You're deluded if you think a successful man is looking at you as though you're equally yoked intellectually. You're not. Is Elon Musk's wife going in there like, so what kind of new batteries are we going to use in the next Tesla? Right? Like, hell nah. She don't know a damn thing about that. Is Bill Gates' wife going in there like, gee, you know, I looked over your code for your last software deployment and I think that it has a couple bugs we should discuss. Like, hell nah. She don't know nothing about that. So like, why are we pretending as though that people are on par. We're not saying you're not smart, but generally speaking, the things that I truly enjoy as a masculine man are not things you can relate to. Who's your favorite boxer? Who's your favorite boxer?
Floyd Mayweather.
Who's your favorite boxer? Who's your favorite boxer? Okay, you guys get the goddamn point now. So we don't even relate on that. But check this out. Because I'm a masculine man and I know that we're very different, if you want to take out 10 minutes to tell me how you're going to create like a natural makeup brand that uses like organic stuff and it doesn't have any GMO, I'll listen to that shit for like 10 cool minutes. I'll listen to it and act like I'm interested in it, because that's a part of the relationship, is for me to go into your world. So whether you're a 19-year-old girl telling me about your makeup company, or you're a 30-year-old woman telling me about whatever ambition you have, I'm going to go into your world. And because I'm a competent man, a great communicator, and very experienced, if you're 19 or 30 or 50, I can go into your world. So your age is largely irrelevant. It's only relevant when we're considering the things that are critical to me, which is giving you new experiences, keeping you excited, not having a woman that has a lot of baggage, and being able to make kids.